what are some, I don't know, a couple of quick 2 or 3 tips that people can implement this weekend to help take care of themselves a little bit better?
Absolutely. The first one I'll mention is just like routines are important on weekdays, they're important on weekends too. And that doesn't mean they have to be the same routine as the weekday, right? And so if you're a family that had a certain Saturday morning routine before COVID-19, making sure that you're still translating that into what that looks like now and incorporating that so it still feels like a Saturday. I really believe that rituals are important in our lives. And that's something that I've integrated in a lot of different ways. I have rituals that I do before I work with clients. Those can be as simple as a mantra or a prayer. It can be something you do physically, but building little bits of routine and ritual into your days. And so maybe starting Saturday morning with pancakes or a special breakfast that's different than what you'd have on the weekday. Or maybe we can tell at our house when it is Saturday morning because we have the Pioneer Woman on TV. That is one of the top ways that you can tell. Whereas in the weekdays, we'll usually turn on our morning news that we listen to in the morning when we're getting ready. On weekends, that's where we go. And so that's how you can tell it's Saturday at our house. Finding those little rituals that you can still keep in place, even though you might be home every day right now, making it feel like a Saturday. And then I am a music therapist. And so I will just say, make a playlist for this weekend, whatever you need, wherever you're at, whatever mood you need for this weekend, have a little fun in the music together. Create some for yourself, create some for your family, maybe. Have a little fun, get out the pots and pans and even make some together. I just shared on Facebook earlier today, there was a great video that Jimmy Fallon and the Roots and Sting did together with you, Don't Stand So Close to Me. And they did it with found objects. So Questlove was playing the scissors at one point. You mentioned fun earlier, and fun is still important. It's still important. And that power of and is something that has really been vital in my life, of being able to know that we can acknowledge that this is a really hard time in our lives. And it's hard for all the people that we're around. And we can still choose to create opportunities to draw closer together and to have fun and to be grateful for what we can learn throughout this time together as well.
Yeah, a couple things on that. The Jimmy Fallon, I have actually... So I don't know if anybody's watching. I've seen some of the clips on YouTube and a little bit. They've taken the Tonight Show and they do it from what appears to be Jimmy's living room or his bedroom or something. And his guests are at their houses. And it's like, it feels like this call that we're having right here, except it's with celebrities who are famous. And I don't know. I'm curious if they're going to continue doing this once coronavirus is done. Probably not every night, but it brings you into Jimmy Fallon's like house and life. Yeah. And his kid climbs on top of his face in the middle of the show, and it's live. You got to go with it. And yeah, so there was one other comment I was going to bring up about that. Oh, the Pioneer Woman. You watch her. This has nothing to do with self-care now. Did you hear that her she's quarantined like at her house, like most of us are, so they didn't send out a film crew. So her children filmed the show. And I don't know if that's the one that's airing this weekend. Like, I don't know if they're turning around quick, but they don't have professional photographers filming the Pioneer Woman's daily cook or weekly cooking show. Her children, and I don't know if they filmed, I don't know if they have professional cameras at her house or not, or if it's just all shot on some iPhones. I don't know, but it might be an interesting one to watch. It might not be cinematically the greatest one Food Network TV has ever put together, but it might be fun just for that portion as well. Yeah,
I love it. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's some people out there. Oh, we did get a couple of comments. Your husband a while ago commented that he can attest that you're good at catching spiders and moving the spiders.
He can. I just relocated one yesterday. So
good with that. But
these are my hidden skills.
He also says Jimmy Kimmel's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
As far as those late night shows, but they're fun anyhow.
And I would just point out, notice how much we love seeing that they're human, right? And so a
Yes.
big piece of self-care is that self-compassion of giving ourselves the grace to be human too. None of us are going to be perfect at this. And
Nope.
so, and so I think it is just incredibly important to be kind to yourself. And when your kid is climbing all over your face, or when your dog is running through, and I've loved all the, the tweets and the posts that people have done with their coworkers, using coworker in place of their child or their pet.
Yes.
This is happening to everybody right now. My neurologist is one of the smartest people I know. And I was on a telemedicine call with them and they were apologizing for something. And I had to laugh because it's like, okay, we're all in this together. We're all trying to just do the best that we can. And so really give yourself that grace this weekend to just be in the moment with the people that you're with, to connect with the people that you're not with, and to be compassionate with yourself and with others, that everybody is doing the best they can right now.